trying to hide, trying to deny, just don't want to bring it up to the surface, or possibly you don't even know that it's happening. Julie Flippin is joining us from the Julie Flippin Center, and we're talking about the shadow workshop. Thanks very much for being here, Julie.
Thank you.
What is the shadow of this workshop?
I don't even know why I came on the show today. I can't talk about it. I'm afraid you're not going to like me, and I'm afraid nobody out there is going to like me either. That's a good example of what the shadow is. I had to do it.
I wasn't sure where to go with that. Oh my God.
There's no better way to explain what really goes on inside of us. This is, I would bet a lot of people that show up on your show feel that way. We don't do it every day, we don't know what it's like, and we have a lot of fear. I'm assuming some people cancel because they get sick and they're afraid. So that's just one example, but that, if I really felt like that, and I did feel a touch anxious this morning because I just haven't been on for a while, and am I going to say it right? I mean, that is part of our human nature. So it's really about acknowledging that side of us instead of saying, I'm just going to forget it, I'm going to pretend it's not there, I'm going to act in a way that is not congruent with who I really am. And the clues to our real growth and freedom are in what we call the shadow, the denied parts of ourself, the part of ourself that we don't think would be acceptable to other people.
Which is so interesting because when there's only one of us. There's only one personality. We're always trying to compare, though. We're always trying to sort of fit and mold into this box, and that's what you're saying you need to get out of.
Well, look, we came here perfect. You know, we were perfect little beings when we got here, and at some point when we were growing up, they're well-meaning teachers, parents, friends, family help show us that there's a part of ourselves that maybe isn't acceptable.
Right.
So let's take, for example, someone that's maybe shy. And so a child comes in, and they're wired that way. They're just what we might call an introvert, and they're beautiful, and they offer such a gift to our world.
Right.
But a well-meaning family or parents may say, oh, I better get Sally out, and I'm going to make her play sports, and make her do this, and make her do that, because what she starts to believe about herself is her natural quietness is unacceptable. So what Sally's going to do now is try and be something she's not, and work in jobs that she doesn't like, and get in relationships that aren't comfortable.
Always overcompensating.
And so we deny that part of ourselves, and we never get the freedom. And the freedom and world, it's about expanding and growing and being more, but being who we really are. Warts and all.
Yeah.
Because when we start to embrace who we are and accept who we are, oh my goodness, change is possible. Our world looks different. We're trying new things. It's really exciting. So I love, it's not really what I do today. It's kind of my old life, but the Shadow Workshop is a phenomenal way to just get another little piece of the puzzle so that you get to be free and empower yourself and be creative and get the dreams that you've been looking for.
You are a fantastic business coach from what I've read. And when it comes to the Shadow Workshop, this can be used in all avenues of our lives. So it could be used in a business sense, a relationship sense, our own personal basis. Is that sort of how it's molded?
Absolutely. I work with a lot of business owners, and they're amazing, and I really love helping businesses make more money. But sometimes in business, like sales, for example, is probably one of the scariest things. Next to public speaking or being on TV, it can be one of the scariest things we do. And so if I'm out trying to run and grow my business, and I'm afraid to do that, therefore I'm going to come across maybe as being insincere. Like if I'm really being myself here, I think that's evident. And you know what? You are too. I've been watching you all morning. You're very congruent with who you are. But if you weren't, people wouldn't believe you. See, they'd be going, I don't know, there's just something about them. I mean, have you ever felt like that?
Yes.
So for a business owner, if I'm out trying to sell my products or my goods, and I just don't have that sincerity, not because I don't have a great product or service, but because I'm scared of selling. I'm afraid of what people are going to think of me, or whatever that might be. So,
which is so true, because so many people, it could come off. It's all grasping it all together now. People are seeing you, and you do have fantastic products, but if you're not believing in yourself to put yourself
Right.
out there, and that's why people hire marketing companies, they're hiring advertising companies, so that other people can do it for them, because maybe they can't put themselves into that spotlight.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Interesting.
So, coming back to the shadow, it's just that piece of ourself that feels unacceptable, and what we show on the outside and what's going on the inside is different. So this workshop is designed to start to allow you to see a little bit of that, acknowledge it, embrace it, so that you can do more, be more, and enjoy life more.
I like it.
And I have a free gift. I'm going to offer anyone that calls me, first person that calls me, a free gift of the workshop.
Really?
Yeah, it's on December 9th, and it's 705-730-6914, or call me.
So you got to call her. You got to call her.
Christmas gift.
Exactly. I love it. So she's going to be giving away first person who calls, you're going to get a free entry to this workshop.
December 9th.
Going to be taking place December 9th. Where is it taking place?
I'm not sure yet. It depends on how many people I have.
Okay.
So I haven't decided.
I like it. No, I like it. That's fantastic. I love the fact that that we're going to be breaking out of that mask and putting our real selves out there. But do you find that it's sometimes difficult for people? They leave maybe feeling, I can do it, and then a little while later they just sort of retract. So it's a keep forward motion. Is that really essentially the...
Well, aren't we here to grow and expand and be more? So the only way to do that is to come to grips and with who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
The journey starts here.
Right.
If I'm not in a relationship with myself, if I can't love and accept all of me, how in the world am I going to be in a relationship with you? I bring me everywhere I go. So the beginning point is go in, have a look. What's going on in there? I mean, the way I was raised, I just didn't feel like I was enough.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt enough, and it was unfortunate. That was the trauma that I came out of. So I've been overcompensating my whole life, trying to be enough, hoping you'll like me. What more can I do?
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, excuse me, I'm either going to look at that and change it and see the gifts that are in it, or I'm going to start to disappear.
Interesting. Are you continuously psychoanalyzing?
Like you right now?
Yeah. Are you psychoanalyzing me right now?
I might be.
Can you give me some tips and information after the show, just maybe what you found out about me?
I do read energy really well, so if you're curious, I'd be into that.
I would love it. I'm very into that as well.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for coming on the show today. December the 9th, give her a call and get that free workshop if you're unable to afford it, or hop on board it if you're interested in getting rid of the shadow. So now we're finished playing here with Julie Flippin, and we're going to throw it over to Melinda.